The youngest president of the continent, rather the youngest leader of the continent, Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, is running big national projects that can transform Burkina Faso to a next level. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the Sahel region and the continent. So stay tuned as I reveal these mega projects run by Captain Ibrahim Traore and the people of Burkina Faso that can possibly change the history of Burkina Faso for once and for all. So yeah, stay with us. So Captain Ibrahim Traore, since he came to power, it has been 13 months to be exact. On 30th September 2022 was the day that he came to power through, as the West calls it, a coup d'etat, but as the people of Burkina Faso or the Burkinabes call it, through a revolution. Now, this Pan-African leader has been engaged into projects, some of them that has been transferred from previous leaders of the country or presidents, some of them projects that are launched by him, initiatives of this young president. So as I try to present these mega projects, I'm going to address the following questions. What are these projects? How can they impact the livelihoods of Burkinabes? Who are funding these projects? And finally, questions for the government, a question for the government of Burkina Faso and to you, to the viewers, to the family of Connect Africa. Now, I'm going to be sharing slides, as I always do, while I present these projects to you. Yeah, so this is a man. These are the costs I am going to try to address while I present. Okay, so the first one is modernizing all roads of Burkina Faso. These roads are both within the country and also that goes across the country. There are highways and highways in Ouagadougou, in the capital of Burkina Faso, and there are countries there are highways also that connect the country to the neighboring countries. Now, what caused this is because, of course, there is inadequate. Burkina Faso is, according to the statistics in the world, it's one of the poorest countries, even in the continent. So there is inadequate road. Despite being rich in resources, and Burkina Faso is known as a city of gold, but the infrastructure is very poor. So this is why Burkina Faso embarked on this project. Now, this includes constructing new one, and then, of course, renewing or widening the existing one. Some of these highways are Boromo Bobo Dioulasso highway construction. There's a Kupela Fagandamo road and the Ouagadougou Bobo Dioulasso road. Now, in just 9 months since he came to power, around 70 kilometers road was built, a new one. So, and there are others also, other roads which are under construction. Now, let us see if I put it here, maybe in the picture. Yeah, this is across the country. Some of them, like a bridge. This is now the second mega project is construction of the Ouagadougou Airport. Of course, Burkina Faso has an airport before. It's not a new one, but now they are building, re-innovating it and making it really a good and international level airport. Now, this construction of airport includes it's the total project cost is actually 420 million euros. That is how what it costs. Yeah, so it's funded by the Western Africa Development Bank, meaning the ECOWAS bank, not the whole thing, but part of it. It's let's see, it's like 61.8 million euros is funded out of it. The 420 million is ECOWAS bank. So the 51.5 million is for the water system and emergency service. The 10.3 million is for the administrative building. But the rest of it, I mean, as per my reading, I did not get a source who is actually the rest of it, who is going to fund it. So that is the question, but still the construction continued. This project is actually, it started before, it's something that is it's not initiated by him. It's something that he adopted, that was started previously. Now, there was one interesting thing while constructing this airport. In January, Captain Ibrahim Traore suspended it because he said for the review, because a building next to it has collapsed. So he really wanted to be sure about the quality. So he suspended it, and later on it was given for another contractors. And actually now it has resumed the construction. So it really will change. It will be a game changer. This international airport, once it is built, it will put Ouagadougou, it will bring more airlines to there, maybe more also, different types of airlines that will ultimately create a job also for Burkinabes. Now, when it is finished, actually, they are targeting 5,000 direct and indirect jobs. So this is one impact or the outcome of this construction of airport. The other thing, what it makes it unique, they plan actually 80% of the electricity to come from solar system. Yeah, I mean, Burkina Faso is known for its sunshine. I mean, most of the African countries. So 80% of the electricity they are planning to get it from a solar system. So that is also something interesting. Now, the third mega project is the multiple entrepreneurship program. Now, this one is actually, this is a solar system. This is launched by Captain Ibrahim Traore himself. So the Burkina launches community entrepreneurship program to mobilize 300 billion CFA. As you know, CFA currency, franc currency, is the 14 African countries who used to be the ex-colony of France. They use this currency. So this is launched by him. It's really interesting. Now, how they are going to mobilize this 320 billion CFA franc is that they are, I mean, each Burkinabe can be the owner of this entrepreneurships. I mean, this business, they are selling like bonds, so people can become, owner of a business. So with that money, anyone starting from 25, was it US dollar? Let me check. I think whether 25 CFA or $25. Yeah, 25 US dollar. So that means, in CFA, it's 15,000 CFA franc can be an owner of this business, or can buy a bond and start something. So some of these initiatives for the entrepreneurship is there's agriculture in it. That is the main of it. I mean, Burkina Faso supports itself, although it's an owner of, I mean, there are big natural resources, rich in natural resources, but agriculture is what supports the country. So this is also where the entrepreneurship is going to focus. And also it creates jobs for the Burkinabes. Now, The fourth mega project is the Samandimi Dam. It's a dam. It's a hydroelectric dam. Let's see. I think I have a picture here. This is the Samandimi Dam. It's a hydroelectric dam. And also, I mean, they use it for irrigation as well. There's a number of things they run. They are going to use from it. It's a $10 million as far as cost is concerned, and it's funded by the Abu Dhabi government. So yeah, this one is from the international funder, but not an institution. From as you know, the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates is interested in Burkina Faso, and we have seen also some officials visiting and having a certain cooperation agreement, and there were officials also sent from the administration of Captain Ibrahim Traore to the United Arab Emirates. So they are kind of strengthening their bilateral relationship. Now, it also aims, I mean, this hydroelectric dam for the development of agriculture. I mean, that means it ultimately improves the livelihood system of the people who live around there. It boosts agriculture, obviously, and it increases, the food self-sufficiency of Burkina Faso. Now, in terms of size, it is 2,900 meter long and 23.9 meter high. Now, it's capable of 1 billion cubic water, and then in terms of electricity generation, 2.9 megawatts water plant. Now, there's also establishment of irrigation systems for agriculture. It's on 1,000. The total area size is 1,500 hectares. Is being built in high standard. So food security, electricity generation is also the main impacts or the main outcomes of this dam. There are also other small-scale hydroelectric dams in different parts of Burkina Faso. Actually, they use this a lot. And the solar system, it's not also for the airport. Actually, they are using it in different parts of the country, and it's very much familiar in Burkina Faso. Now, yeah, this is the power plant, the solar system. Now, about the project of the fifth mega project is the renewable energy. That's where also the focus is. That's where also the solar system is the main thing here. They have big solar power plant in the country. This what you see here is in Burkina Faso. Now, this one. There are different projects besides the solar system. For example, the biomass and biogas projects, it utilizing agricultural waste for energy production. The small scale hydro, as you can see here, small scale hydropower projects, and it's financed by World Bank and the African Development Bank for renewable energy. So now these initiatives contribute for increasing electric access, obviously, and then what it does is also, to use this kind of power generation, it will decrease relying on fossil fuels, which is not also good for the environment. And this is also good for mitigating climate change and also, ultimately, again, fostering that needed economic development for the country. The sixth mega project is water and sanitation project. Now, this one, it includes construction of public toilets and latrines, the wastewater management system, promotion of hygiene campaign, the hand wash campaign. This is most of us, we know it from those UN agencies, And this one is funded by World Bank and UNICEF, and also other, European country non-governmental organizations. Those are the ones. The outcome that's expected from this project is to prevent, of course, waterborne disease. When they get clean water, that will decrease. That will mean improving the public health, and also in general, quality of the lives of the people. The last the project that I would like to bring you is agriculture and rural development projects. Now, how are they going to implement? I mean, really, Captain, as I told you, most of the economy of Burkina Faso rely on agriculture. That's number one. Number two, this young leader, he's very much, Captain Ibrahim Traore, is interested in agriculture, in farming. In fact, reports that are coming from Burkina Faso during the United Nations General Assembly, while he sent, of course, his prime minister to represent Burkina Faso, he was actually on those dates visiting farms in Burkina Faso in the rural area. So he's really very much interested in this, to modernize it. So now the implementation of it is in various ways. I mean, there's a construction and rehabilitation of irrigation systems and water harvesting infrastructure that help mitigate the effects of drought and support the year-round farming activities. The other one is by developing rural projects, by focusing on improving infrastructure in the rural areas. That means like construction and maintenance of roads, the marketplace, the storage facility for the food, for the production. Now, all these efforts, what it does is it facilitates also transportation, which reduce the post-harvest losses that was, which was a problem. And it connect also farmers to markets. Another one, or the other way of implementation of this is meaning with regards to agriculture, is capacity building for the farmers, training programs for the farmers, like technical support, empowering them with knowledge and skills in having sustainable agricultural practices, and also their financial management. These are some of the implementation. There is also another one, just the last one, that is now these agriculture and rural development initiatives. I mean, all those projects, even the above six, they are all interconnected. So without the infrastructure of those, construction of roads, the farmers cannot bring their products to the market. Okay. Also the hydro electricity dams. I mean, access for electricity is important, even for the transfer of the know-how, and many things. Electricity is needed to improve the health. I mean, hospitals need electricity. So the projects are actually interconnected. So this is funded by the agriculture programs are funded by the bilateral donors, those countries who have bilateral relation with Burkina Faso and who wants to be part of these projects, whether it's in terms of finance or in terms of knowledge transfer. So these are the mega projects by Burkina Faso, led by Ibrahim Traore, some of them initiated by him, some of them which were started, and so he continued from where it was. Now, finally, I have a question for the Burkinabes and the government of Burkina Faso. Now, how can Africans, I mean, this is really interesting. I mean, not that other African countries do not have this project, but these people are trying to build from scratch. So we have seen how Pan-African leader this man is. So to be part as an African, in whichever way we can, will means really a lot. And so how can Africans, both at home and in the diaspora, can be part of these development projects? For example, in terms of people who wants to invest in agriculture, people who wants to bid, for constructing any kind of infrastructure in the country, people who wants to be part of that entrepreneurship program that was established for the Burkinabes. Does that somehow extend for the Africans? I mean, this will also eventually build the capital that they need to mobilize, which is about 320 billion CFA francs. So if an African wants to be part of this, I mean, not only in business, I mean, some of us might want even to volunteer to go there for a month and, to be part of, for example, in the knowledge transfer, in the know-how of technology. So how can we be part of this? So those of you, if there is anyone from the administration, from the government of Burkina Faso listening for this live stream, for this program, please contact us. And we want to, Connect Africa would like to facilitate that connection. And also the second question is for you to hear, for the viewers, for the family of Connect Africa. How do you think Africans globally can be part of these development projects in Burkina Faso to support our Burkinabe brothers and sisters, and in general, supporting also the country in its journey of total independence from imperialists, and to be part of this historical journey of the country? Instead of being that generation where someone is assassinated for this and that because they're Pan-African, because they lacked support from their own people or from the rest of Africans. It's better to be part of this process. I think that will make us proud. So let us know in the comment section in general, also for the questions that I posed. What do you think about it? So that was it from me today. The mega projects from Burkina Faso that will possibly transform the country, in achieving its economic development. Let us know in the comment section what you think about these projects, and if you think there is something that missing. Question for Connect Africa, question for the government of Burkina Faso, question to our people here. So let us know in the comment section and we can take the discussion further. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, give it thumbs up if you like what we bring you here, and to share the video. That's most important thing. Let's empower each other with information and knowledge. Thank you very much. I'll give a quick shout out. Get Black with me. Hello. Julio Menzies, Lewis Barton. Hello. Who else I missed? Jucha. Honorine S. Hello. The Juma Boutique. Hello. Happy Friday to you as well. Who Agar Mayok. 5-point star. Okay, yeah. So all of you, thank you very much. I see you from the US, from Africa, different parts, from Caribbean. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good weekend until I see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.